Hey readers, it's me, Mrs. Wingers here, ready for another read aloud. Whoa, my hair looks a little crazy. This book is called Maybe Something Beautiful, How Art Transformed a Neighborhood. It's written by F. Isabel Campoy and Teresa Howell, so there are two authors of this book, and it's illustrated by Rafael Lopez. And you might know him, he's the illustrator of The Day You Begin by Williams. I can't remember that author's. Vera Williams? Anyway, well-known illustrator. And you can see why. Look at this beautiful cover art. I can see some illustrations in the background that are a little bit dark, which really makes the main picture here stand out. Okay, here we go. Ooh, yeah. So a neighborhood with, it looks a little like dingy, dusty, dirty, but there is something here that is a bright spot. Maybe something beautiful. How art transformed a neighborhood. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with sparkling eyes. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to a policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun on the wall, hiding the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held up his fingers in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. Turned sideways, and just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said. A muralist. I paint on the walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then, come on. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she ever saw. Yowie! The wall lit up like sunshine. Wow. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon, Mr. Sachs joined in. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. Wow. So it started off as something inspired by Mira, and now it's this big collaboration project. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat, then paused. May I paint with you? He asked. So Mira handed him a paintbrush, and the music started again. Whew! Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread through the streets. So did joy. Oh, another sideways. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like a string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted the utility boxes and the benches. They decorated the sidewalks with poetry and shine. And everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. "You, my friends, are all artists," he told them. "The world is your canvas." He smiled wide, then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. And that was the end. A note from the authors, maybe something beautiful is based on a true story. So in a colorful village in San Diego, California, it did not have murals, it didn't have anything. And so they painted and they painted. And look, there's the real picture. Wow. Maybe something beautiful illustrated by the muralist who inspired it was written in honor of Raphael and Candace Lopez and all the quiet leaders in our neighborhoods. It is an invitation to transform not only the walls and the streets of our cities, but also the hearts and minds. Oh, I love that. So the illustrator, Raphael Lopez, was the muralist who this was based on. That's amazing. I love that so much. So it's a true story, and it's so inspiring, if you're just kind of feeling a little blah, adding art, poetry, coming together as a community to do something can make a huge change. I hope you're feeling inspired. Thanks for listening.